winning.
Wow.
But that gave me this thing inside of me where it's like my purpose was like, I can be the voice for people who don't have a voice. And I can show them not to be scared. And my dad always said, I remember dropping me off in school and I'd be like, oh God, just miserable walking in. He'd be like, baby, kill him with kindness. And it was that idea of taking the high road, and that the more somebody tries to tear you down, just remember who you are and use it as fuel to prove them wrong. And that has always been part of me because I've always felt a little underestimated. And every time someone says, oh, you don't have a college degree, you can't probably do that job, or, oh, there's a million jewelry designers out there, what's going to make you special? Or, you hear all those things. Now those things for me are this like fuel. It's like, oh, let me show you. And I get excited, Cody. It's kind of sick. I get excited when someone tells me like, you can't do something. I'm like, ooh, say it again. I'm like, oh, tell it to me again, because I'm like, I just have this, like, I'm going to show you what you don't see,
Yeah.
And so part of that competition part of like, when you look at businesses, it's like, I know we can be better. And I know I can create an experience for my customer that's going to be so powerful and so impactful. I know that we can give her something that she cannot get anywhere else. And so part of that is, I think, stems from that little girl that was eating her lunch in the bathroom.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. I think you take the hate and turn it into fuel.
You do.
And if you can do that, you become unstoppable. But I feel the same thing. I remember David and I had this one guest that we wanted that wasn't going to come on. And I was like, it'll be either be now or we'll tell him no when we're way bigger later. So like, you have to kind of operate as if. So do you think there is a way for somebody who is listening right now that's like, Lord, my brain doesn't work that way. When I get punched in the face, I stay down. It makes me sad. I'm like, how does that even happen? Is there somebody, if they're listening right now, how do you brainwash your way into success?
It's really, we are our worst enemies. People say that all the time. Our minds, the power of what if, right? We let the power of, well, what if I would have done this instead of this? Or what if I would have married Joe instead of John? Or what, we can spiral ourselves into complete paralysis by letting the what ifs control our mindset, right? And so we are our worst enemy. So when we are in those moments, this is where I get, and this is the competitive thing again. Somebody hurts you or says something, or, something doesn't go the way you want it to go. In that moment, you have a choice. I'm going to let them win. I'm going to let them have all of the power. I'm going to let them force me to stop loving again, or believing in myself again, or trying again. I'm going to give that to that person or that thing that just happened to me, or I'm going to take the control back. And I'm going to get up right now and I'm going to remember who I am, what I can do, what I am capable of. And I'm not going to look in the rearview mirror anymore. I'm going to look forward. I'm going to remember that. And I think when you have that shift of are you going to allow that person or that thing that happened to you control your future? Or are you going to take it as fuel to absolutely go forward in a powerful and strong way? That's a choice we got to make. And it's a powerful one when you can do it.